First trimester ko, nagbabike pa kami ni Mac. Pinagpaalam naman namin yun sa OB ko, which is okay lang naman daw. Kasi nagpara-prepare ako ng parang $8,000 to $10,000.
Strawberry sheets on your bed.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to another vlog. So this is a pregnancy update lang po. I haven't updated you about anything. Parang na-announce lang na pregnant ako. And that's it! That's it. Wala nang nangyari. So ngayon guys, update ko lang kayo ano nangyari. Ano yung mga procedures, especially sa mga papunta po dito sa US na medyo anxious din how yung pregnancy process dito. First guys is nagpa-appointment ako. Nag-asa ko ng appointment sa provider. When we say provider here is nurse practitioner or doctor. Yun yung mga tinatawag nating provider. So, naghanap ako under our health insurance kung sino yung covered ng health insurance namin. So, sino yung in-network. And then, nung nagpa-appointment ako, sabi nila, hindi pa daw nila ako papa-appointment. Somebody will call. And then, parang, after a week, may tumawag sa akin. They asked me, kailan yung last period mo, ganyan. Sinabi ko, ganito kasi, best up yung period ko, parang 2 days lang. That's why I wasn't expecting to even get pregnant during that time. So, hindi ko alam kung implantation bleeding lang ba yun or talaga yun yung LMP ko. Pero, parang negative ako na implantation bleeding yun. Kasi during my ovulation, the month before, wala kami, sexual intercourse kasi that's the time that we were traveling going to Canada. So, I wasn't expecting na rin talaga na I'll be pregnant during that time. And then, when we got home, I had my period while we were traveling and then I only had it for 2 days. Tapos, nagkaroon ako ng high fever because of strep. So, sabi ko, ay, wala talaga to. I didn't expect na. And during that time was when Mac started to work na rin sa Sioux Falls. So, sabi ko talaga tayong mabubuo nito sis. Ang busy ng buhay natin. So, yung parang schedule namin is hindi talaga nagtutugma when it comes to my ovulation. But let me know guys if you are interested on knowing how we kind of did it. Like, ano yung mga ginamit namin na pwedeng gamitin to check, especially for women. Like, to check your ovulation, to check your period, your basal body temperature. Sabi ko, nirap naman gumawa ng bata, daming ginagawa. So, sabi nga talaga nila, when you least expect it, doon talaga siya darating. But, yeah, I'll just make another video if you're interested. Or baka kahit hindi kayo interested, share ko na lang when the time comes. So, on my first na phone calls, sabi niya, yun natin, anong LMP, and then, ano yung mga kailangan ko nang iwasan, ano yung mga symptoms na nararamdaman ko na, ganyan. Kasi I think I was just 4 or 5 weeks pregnant during that time. Kasi nga, diba, na-check ko yung result ko when I was just 3 weeks pregnant. Hindi pa ako nakaka-miss ng period ko. I was just feeling my body na, there's something wrong. There's really something wrong. Kasi hindi normal yung nararamdaman ko talaga. So, I think I just know my body so well that I felt that I'm already pregnant. Kaya chinek ko talaga kating-kating mag-check ng if you watch my video, parang, diba mag-isa ko pa, iyak-iyak pa ako kasi parang, shit, mali pala yung ganun. Dapat next time, pag nagbuntis ako, hindi ako mag-check mag-isa. Kasi parang ang dami ko na overthink. Anxious ako, ganun. Ang dami kong iniisip na, dapat hindi ko nagagawin yung ganun next time. I'll be with someone. Dapat kasama ko na si Mac kapag nag-check ako. And then, nung nakausap ko yung nurse, doon niya sinet up yung appointment ko for the first OB appointment. So, yung first OB appointment ko, ang ginawa namin, of course, iwi-weigh ka nila every check-up mo dito, kahit sa clinic pa yan. Or kahit hindi ka pregnant, iwi-weigh ka nila. And then, vitals. And then, chinek nila yung ihi ko. So, I went into a restroom. Ang ganda ng restroom nila. Yung restroom nila, may pass-through na bubuksan mo lang yun. Tapos, ilalagay mo yung ihi mo doon. Tapos, connected na siya sa lab, which is really good. Kasi, you don't need to go to another office just to bring your specimen. Tapos, dinala ako sa OB. Tapos, chinek ako ng OB. Kinausap ako ng OB. Tapos, sabi, may darating na kukuha ng blood ko. So, nag-blood test sila. And then, pinapunta akong ultrasound room. Yung ultrasound room nila, guys, ang comfortable, ang cozy. Yung bed nila is super baba, tapos itataas nila yun hanggang sa parang eye level na siya ng sonographer. Kasi vaginal ultrasound kasi yung pinakauna. Before ka mag-spread ng legs mo is walang light. Ang makikita mo lang na light is coming from the computer, and I think it's just a floor light. Yun. Tapos may restroom na rin doon na ipapa-change ka nila na into a disposable gown. Then bibigyan ka ng disposable blanket. And then explain niya sa'yo na yung procedure that you're just gonna feel a little bit of pressure, ganyan. But let me know if it's uncomfortable with you, ganyan, ganyan. So yun, may monitor. Habang nakahiga ka, may monitor doon. May monitor dito sa kanya din. So, sabi niya, oh, your baby has legs and arms na. Sabi niya ganun. And yeah, you're really pregnant. It's not just a bug that's making you feel uncomfortable. Ganyan. Sabi ko, noon lang talaga nag-sink in sa akin, guys, na oh my God, buntis nga talaga ako. Kasi nung previous days, I was feeling bad, like nafe-feel ko na yung morning sickness and all of that. Parang may mga days na good, may mga days na worse. Parang grabe talaga, lalo na kapag nandun ako sa Sioux Falls. Parang na-associate ko na yung bahay ni Mac doon na masusuka ako lagi. Kasi doon ako nagsuka-suka. Ang feeling ko, pag pupunta ako doon, masusuka ako lagi. And then, bumalik ako sa OB room. Doon na ginawa yung pap smear ko. And then, lab test. Pap smear is first time, yun, very comfortable din kasi is it your first time? Ito yung ginagawa kapag magpa-pap smear. Tapos, yung expected outcome niya. Like, for example, you will have bleeding. Normal lang yun. Pero hindi siya heavy bleeding dahil kumuha nga ng tissue sa cervix ba? Yung something like that. Yun. So, in-explain naman niya na may, don't be scared. Ganyan. Sinabi niya sa akin kung ano yung mga medication na pwede kong inumin if I feel like nauseous or something like that. So, I can just take Tums, which is, I was already taking that even before sinabi niya. And then sabi niya, kung ano talaga is you can take omeprazole. I haven't taken any omeprazole yet kasi kapag nagta-Tums ako, nanuneutralize na ng Tums yung chan ko. And then, bababa na rin ako dito, magluluto na ako ng kakainin ko. Or now, I have bread and sa bedroom, may toaster na ako doon. Meron na rin akong bread, may cookies, mga ganyan. So, para lang man-neutralize lagi na hindi ako feeling nauseated. And then, sinat up na nila yung pang-second visit ko sa OB. Ito, visit ko na to, which is just today. I just got back home from the clinic. Ang ginawa ngayon, guys, is just an optional lab test. So, ang i-check today is, again, my blood pressure and all of that. Optional kasi to, parang makikita doon yung kung may Down syndrome, mental retardation, yung mga ganun ata. Basta mga genetic na mga cases. And then they can even check the gender of your baby. But then, the nurse asked me, gusto mo ba na i-include ko? Kasi, makikita mo kasi yung result online. So, sabi ko, ay, parang ayoko mo nang malaman yung gender ng baby ko. Parang gusto ko surprise din sa amin ni Mac. But I'm gonna ask him. Kasi, next appointment ko naman is pwede na namin malaman yung gender ng baby. So, I don't know, I think I want to have a gender reveal, something like that, together with the baby shower siguro, but I don't know yet. Kasi si Mac parang ayaw niya magpa-baby shower. Parang, he feels bad daw na parang manghihingi kami ng mga, stuff from other people. Pero iba, yung culture kasi dito, guys, is, they don't feel that way. Parang, if you're pregnant, there should be a baby shower kasi they will be very happy to give something for the baby. Pero, hindi ko alam. Iba kasi kami ni Mac, parang feeling namin, ayaw namin na maging pabigat na sa ibang tao. But we'll just do it all by ourselves. But we'll see. So, sinabi ko, wag mo na yung ibigay yung gender doon sa result. So, I'll just ask Mac. Pag-desisyon na muna namin kung gusto na rin malaman yung gender sa next visit ko, which is in 4 weeks. And then, kanina chinek din yung heart rate ng baby ko using the... Oh my God! Ano na nga yung ginagamit namin sa hospital yun? Nakakabobo. Hindi na kasi ako nag-handle ng OB. Doppler. Nag-Doppler siya kanina. Ayun, sabi niya, 150 daw yung, umabot daw ng 150 yung heart rate ng baby ko, which is okay pa naman daw. So, blood pressure normal. Sabi na naman ng doctor ko, you're spoiling me. Kasi parang wala daw siyang problema sa akin. Kasi nga wala akong mga maintenance ng pang blood pressure, ng blood sugar, mga ganyan. I try to take care of myself while drinking my Mountain Dew. Punta kasi akong Dollar Gen kanina, guys. Tapos, na-curious lang ako sa Mountain Dew nila na iba't ibang flavor. I don't usually drink naman ng soft drinks talaga. Na-curious lang ako ngayon. Kung iinom ako ng something na hindi water, parang lagi akong umiinom lang ng green tea na malamig. Yun, more on juice lang kapag gusto ko lang ng something sweet. But I don't usually drink soda. Kasi ayoko yung fizzle niya. Yung parang bumubula sa bunganga ko. Ganun. Anyway, I'm trying to be more healthy right now. January kasi may nagpa-laboratory kami kasi ni Mac sa wellness namin. Tapos kailangan ko na talaga mag-change ng diet. So more on gulay yung kinakain ko ngayon. Fish is not pwede. So hindi kami nagsasashimi. Mga fresh fish, hindi pwede sa akin yun. So bawal yung mga poke bowls. Bawal ang sashimi, sushi sa akin. Dapat cooked lahat. Deli meats, hindi rin pwede. Kasi pwede kang magkaroon ng listeriosis ba yun? Which can be like a food poisoning na pwedeng mag-trigger siya na magka-miscarriage ka. So, I don't eat those. Ako mamantin kumakain ako lagi ng mga cold sandwich sa hospital. Sabi ng OB ko, if you really want to eat yung mga my deli meats, microwave mo lang siya kahit 1 to 2 minutes lang before you even eat it. So, yun. Pero mula nung sinabi nun, di na ako bibili, mahal-mahal ka nag-sandwich. Mag-peanut butter na nga lang ako, tsaka butter. Ngayon pala guys, yung palang test ko is hindi siya totally covered ng health insurance ko kasi optional lang kasi siya. So, yung mga optional, hindi siya babayaran ng health insurance ng buo. So, I'm gonna pay like $99 is the most. Depende pa. Basta the most daw na binabayaran kapag hindi siya totally covered lahat is $99. So, okay na lang din kasi para ma-prepare na rin namin. Like, for example, if we will have a baby na may ganun, wag naman sana kasi parang feeling ko talaga hindi ko kakayanin. Hindi ko kaya physically, emotionally, mentally. Parang special children should be given to special moms. You know what I mean? Kasi yung iba talaga yung puso ng nanay na nag-aalaga ng ganun. Parang hindi pa ako sa ganung level. Hindi ako sa level na ganun. Parang hands down sa mga nanay at tatay na may mga children with special needs talaga. Kasi iba talaga yung pag-aalagang ganun. Hirap talaga. Lahat sacrifices. So, sana hindi naman magkaroon ng ganun yung baby namin. Sana maging okay ang lahat. Healthy. But you know, we just opted to do that. Kasi para at least prepared kami ba emotionally before we even meet our baby. So, yun lang naman guys, yung update for this. I don't know when, baka mag-update na lang ulit ako pag may ultrasound na ulit ako. And, yun na. Diyos ko. Hindi talaga makapaniwala na buntis ako. Kasi parang, ganito ba yung feeling? There are days na feeling ko buntis talaga ako dahil nasusuka ako. Pero parang yun lang yung indication na buntis ako. And then, indication lang na buntis ako, parang malaki lang yung boobs ko, tsaka chan ko. Yun, parang yun lang. Pero with how I work, kung wala lang tong injury ko talaga sa back pain ko, parang wala lang talaga. First trimester ko, nagbabike pa kami ni Mac. Pinagpaalam naman namin yun sa OB ko, which is okay lang naman daw. Basta hindi strenuous yung activity, pwede ako magbike, pwedeng mag-walking, mga ganun. In my situation right now, lahat naman ng ginagawa namin is pinagpapaalam ko sa OB ko. So, yun, okay naman daw mag-bike. Di naman daw yun nakakalaglag ng bata. Basta wag lang daw yung sobra-sobra naman. Yung nakikiragbray. Makikiragbray. May ragbray kasi dito guys. Parang 1 or 2 weeks ata na nagbabike sila across Iowa. So, yung mga ganun, hindi na pwede. Pero yung mga leisure lang na magbabike lang. Ano lang. Okay lang. So, yun lang guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Though, alam ko boring siya. Kasi this is just my pregnancy. I just wanna document it as well for me and my family para din, you know, pwedeng balikan to sa panahon na mamimiss namin kung paano yung ginawa namin sa pregnancy. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you learned something again, especially to those women who are coming here to the USA. And if you have any, ano pala guys, if you have any like idea how much will be, parang may idea na kasi ako dito sa St. Luke's, pero Prepare ako ng more than that. Nagulat yung friend ko. Na, ang laki naman ng prepare mo. Hindi daw ganon yung i-prepare. Kasi prepare ako ng parang $8,000 to $10,000. Tapos hindi daw ganon yung gagastos. Oh, okay, di masaya kung hindi ganon. Kasi parang naisip ko na talaga siya na, $8,000 to $10,000 yung gagastusin. We'll see. Tingnan natin guys. Update na lang namin kayo. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell button para lagi kayong ma-update. And of course, follow me on my Instagram and on my Facebook with the name Joy of Mia. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye!
About you.